What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Train, as usual. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And as you can see, we got my guys here, Kenny and Ira. What's good, boys? How y'all doing?
Doing good, doing blessed.
All right, that's a bet. That's a bet. Now, look, this is called Get a Bucket, right? And normally I do have the Gab trivias on deck. I'm gonna just speed past them. Because I wanted to talk with y'all boys about a couple NBA teams, right? And I'm gonna just do it like this. Let's go ahead and talk about. So then, um, how about a player like Spider Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell? I'm sorry, I can't call this man Spider because personally, I feel like he's overrated. Yep, I went there. I went there. I feel like he's overrated. When y'all talking about Donovan Mitchell, I feel like people look at him as the star, the guy to get you over the hump. And I forgot which one of y'all said this, but y'all said that they're going to be some teams going to be in the same situation as Donovan Mitchell. Oh, you said about Dame, where they're going to be like the same situation. You lose in the first round essentially. So if your vantage point of Donovan Mitchell is he's going to be the guy, like I differ with that Dame and Donovan situation, but I agree that Donovan is probably going to be capped at that one, maybe two round. I don't think he's going to be the guy to get you over the hump though. But I don't know. That's why I say he's overrated. Ira.
I highly disagree with that statement. I think Donovan Mitchell is properly rated in the NBA, has a
So
between
you
top
view him as
five.
a championship caliber guy.
You can win a championship with Donovan. I don't know about has a number one option, but
That's what I'm talking as a number one option. Not
you didn't say
anybody.
that.
You
You
can put
didn't say
someone
that.
on the
You
team.
didn't say that. You
I
didn't say
said as the guy. I
that.
said as the guy. I said as
Oh,
the
okay.
guy.
All right. All right. Well, in that case, I mean, it's more to see. I guess we have to see what goes on because the reason they lost in that series was not because of Donovan Mitchell's play, it was because of the fact that they had no offense outside Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell was
Hey, yo. Okay. So what?
Darius Garland,
What?
Donovan Mitchell were the only two guys that were somewhat consistent on the offensive end for them at all. Karis LeVert, he showed up a little bit in that series, but essentially they didn't have much offensive firepower. Cleveland was a top 10 offense in the NBA last year. In the postseason, they were chronically below the numbers that they put up, like a few points, like 5, 6, 7 points below than what they put up in the playoffs. Like they were chronically worse than what they were. Shooting wise, everything offensively that Cleveland did in the regular season was worse than what it did in the postseason. Evan Mobley and Jared Allen were getting dominated by Mitchell Robinson. Like what? Mitchell Robinson was like an All NBA player the way he was grabbing rebounds over them boys. He was killing them. He was killing them. Cleveland didn't lose with Donovan Mitchell, and also Donovan Mitchell elevated Cleveland from playing team to automatic playoff team. They were fourth. They were fourth this year. They were fourth automatic playoff team. So he's definitely valuable. I don't think he's overrated. I'm not gonna say he's gonna win a championship when he was the number one guy, but he's properly rated in the NBA. So overrated is a stretch. I don't think he's overrated by any means necessary. It's just you got to put more around him. Donovan Mitchell's gonna be he can give you 50 any night. He's a very gifted scorer, but in terms of I would say being a 2010 guy or something like that, you're not gonna get the playmaking out of Mitchell like you would get like Dame, or you wouldn't get the defensive capabilities out of him as much. But as a competitor, Donovan Mitchell can be your number one option. He can definitely be. It's just his team got to provide him more than what they did in that first round of the playoffs last year. Besides them two names I named.
I don't know, bro. As a 6'1" guard that's pegged to be the guy, he's a shooting guard more so than a point guard. I don't really like it, but I don't know, man. Like I like I said, for me, he's overrated. Kenny, do you feel the same way or not?
I mean, I would say he's overrated. Like he's a star in the NBA. People know who he is. He's respected. I think I mean, even those finals, I think every time people are a year away, like those playoff appearances with him and what's his name on Denver a couple years ago. Uh, like they were going
You mean
back.
the series where he went up 3-1 and lost?
Yeah, they was going back and forth. You know what I mean? Like he was putting up 50-point games in the playoffs. He was carrying his team. I mean, who's his second best teammate? It was Rudy Gobert.
They didn't lose because they didn't lose that series because of him.
Yeah,
Again, back to the Cleveland thing. Nobody was getting buckets for real, outside of Donovan Mitchell.
yeah. And on top of that,
Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Karis LeVert. I'll give you Evan slipped a little bit.
Yeah.
but like he also was
Karis
back
LeVert,
too.
Karis LeVert did not do was Karis don't even start. He don't even start for the team, and he was more of a force offensive than him. He comes off the bench. If your
Yeah,
bench player is producing more than your starters,
it's a problem.
that's a scary thing. Like
Problem.
goodness, and he
And
won a 6 man. He was like the 8th man or something. He wasn't even six.
Karras,
also,
Karras be coming off a little. Karras comes off.
Karras is nice though. Like he a bucket.
He's nice.
Karras comes off as their 6 man, bro.
Yeah.
He
Like,
was
like it's
okay.
him then a Kuro. It's him then a
Oh,
Kuro.
I thought
Oh, for
Akuro
sure.
came before him.
I personally go Karras then a Kuro.
But either way, when your bench players outperforming your starters, you ain't winning no championship like that to start. I'm sorry.
But like when you're a starter, also if you're talking about offensively, Jared Allen is not really the
You need
juggernaut
to trade him.
player, right? Evan Mobley, he's young. This is his first playoff appearance, so like you got to give him time to adjust.
So I did how.
So I think so. Let me ask you guys this: do y'all expect them to get further than the first round next season?
For sure.
Okay, so if he doesn't, so if they don't get past the first round, can we say Donovan Mitchell?
Again,
Maybe because I mean, I don't know. Because if we have Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, Jared Allen give you a little something, and then Karis LeVert repeating with this 15. Is that, I feel like that's 3 guys now that's helping you out, Donovan. You can't get over the hump.
I mean, it all again, like I told you in the football thing, it all depends on how things transpire. We can't, as a question, like the numbers could say one thing and then they go out there and they shoot 0 for 10, and then we looking at, oh wow, dang, they was having this. He could pull Darius Garland go up there and pull a Dennis Schroeder on us, perform all the time, and then when
I'm saying they produce.
Then when the lights get the brightest, goose egg or something like that, it can go terrible. It can go immediate left. But my question to you is, if you know that Darius Garland and Evan Mobley in their first playoff series, like most of the Cleveland team was this first round, how did you come to the conclusion that Donovan Mitchell is overrated when you know those guys were young? Those two can't exist in the same room. That don't make sense. You can't have young guys and say, okay, all right, this is why they didn't perform their first playoff series, but then you're gonna call their star player overrated because he couldn't get the young guys to.
Well, I've always felt Donovan Mitchell was overrated because again, if you're begging him to be the guy to get you over the hump, I don't see him as that. Like maybe a solid second option, cool, possibly. Third option, that'd be best. Like, but as the guy, like
Long can't be no third option, bro. The way that man get buckets, he not a third option.
Rudy Gobert really hurt your opinion of Donovan Mitchell, I feel.
Well, no, I think it was Donovan Mitchell hurt my opinion of Donovan Mitchell. Again, he's a combo guard at best, but really a 2 guard at 6'1". Who?
What does guy got to do?
Hold on. Who isn't overly prone to playing defense? Like this is the first time where he said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and actually put some effort towards it. And I don't think I'm gonna see that consistently. Like to me, I'm Mitchell as that guy who's gonna do all the things I need my star guy to do.
Dame's a lackluster defender. Not moving the needle with that one.
I'm not moving it. Dame's also my point guard, and Dame actually plays enough defense, especially with his offensive potency. Because last time I checked, Donovan Mitchell went to the conference finals when?
You made that brother sit up in the camera because you said that right there. Bro said Damian Lillard. Okay.
That ain't true. That ain't true.
He's not a sufficient enough defender for his offensive potency that he brings.
He guarded Russell Westbrook one time, and we made him seem like he.
Did I say he's an elite defender, or did I say he's good enough mixed with the?
You found me a clip of Damian playing. You found me a clip of Damian playing defense, and I'll walk away. I'll give it up. I'll give it up.
I feel like you're not catching what I'm saying, but all right, cool. Long story short, Donovan Mitchell's not on the same level as Damian Lillard.
That's fair.
Like, so if Dame slips on defense for me, it's okay because of the offense that he brings.
Donovan put up 50. What? He put up 35 in the first game of the play? What?
All right, Ira. Okay. All right. But now, fellas, I greatly appreciate this. We went a little bit over the time. We had some technical difficulties. But I think overall it was a good conversation. Did y'all have anything you wanted to say before we close up shop?
Let's not talk about the losers next time. Let's just keep.
Bro, Paolo is not a loser, okay? Like I talked about specific players, not the whole team. Because we went over the teams, we would not have gotten past
I ain't gonna lie, Detroit. That should never happen again.
Ever.
What?
If you get up
Same
here,
with Indiana. Like
if you
we
get up
should,
here and we start talking about the Spurs,
We can't give
next
no
time,
love. I'm trying to give love to all the teams.
son, if we
I
gotta
don't
talk
love
about the
Indy
Spurs,
like
if we
that.
gotta talk about the Spurs or the Rockets next, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start to walk away. Like, what we gonna say? Win. That's the only expectation we got.
But it's not. But it's not for those teams though. So again, the idea is literally just to say what.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's for specific players, but we're also going to talk about other players when we talk about that specific player. So, for example, when we're talking about, who do we talk about for the Embiid trade? We mentioned Harden. We mentioned a couple other players. Like, so that was the whole premise behind it. Just talking about like players. Because I agree, if we're talking about Detroit, best case, I see them as like a play-in team right now.
Lord, sheesh. Scared me again. I don't know what you was about to say.
What play-in
I was
teams
about
not
to say,
fair?
I thought he was about to say top 6 for a second. I was about to walk away when he was like, "Oh Lord."
Oh my gosh, I'm still upset y'all don't believe Dame can't win no championship on that Raptors squad. That's wild. Gary off the bench.
You send that in the group chat right now. You'll see.
I got you. I got you. I got you. But now, fellas, like I said, I greatly appreciate this. And so we will definitely have y'all back on again. I'll take into consideration what you said, so I'll try to mix it up a little bit. Maybe I won't do the East or the West. I'll just do 15 teams since y'all want to be divas about it. So we'll see how.
Talk about the Pistons, fam.
Everybody gotta get love, bro. Like, come on now, you gotta rock with them Pistons, man. You gotta rock with them Pistons.
If the Lakers suck, I would expect nobody to ever talk about them.
We did suck, and I expected people to talk about us. No, but nah, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all have a good one. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone about the show. Also, if you ever need of an agent, you can go talk to my man Kenny right here. He's one of the best agents in the game right here. If you ever want to watch some takes that you might not like, Ira has you covered on You Not Gonna Like This. So I just want to give a little plugs right there for my boys. But like I said, hope you all enjoy this one. Take care.
Appreciate y'all.
Shout out Brooklyn.
Shout out Brooklyn. All right, that's a bet.
Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I gotta go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, kid.